All right. When you are ready.
Okay.
Wait, no,
So-
wait.
New project.
No, I got it. This is awkward. 10 minutes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So a couple months ago, I saw a newspaper article, and it was about this high school student named Haley Butcher. And so the story was about how she had this rare blood disease called myelodysplasia. And basically what it was is her bone marrow stopped making blood cells properly. So the article, it was her parents just asking people to please donate blood. She's O positive, so they needed blood for her and also platelets. And so so I saw that and I took it upon myself, and I'm like, oh man, this, she's like younger than me and she's fighting for her life. So me and my sister went and donated for her. So today I'm going to talk to you about a few different kinds of donating that you can do and why you should do it. So first of all, most common, people usually donate blood. And according to redcross.org, over 38,000 people every day need blood transfusions. The most commonly type of blood that is transfused is type O, or O positive, because it's universal. It can be given to anybody, but there's also a high demand for all other kinds of blood types also. So basically when you go in to give blood, you have to read the little material, and they'll do like a little physical exam, and then they sit you in this chair that looks like a dentist chair basically, and then they take the blood out of you, and then at the end, if you do a good job, then you get cookies and sweets and a sticker saying that you gave blood. Okay, and second, you can donate platelets. That's something that Haley Butcher needed also. And platelets are what clot your blood, and so that you don't bleed to death. And according to Macmillan.org, which is a cancer support website, it stated that cancer patients and leukemia patients really need platelets because when they do chemotherapy and other treatments, it lowers their platelet count, so that can be kind of dangerous for them. So platelets is, the process is the same as giving blood, except it's a lot longer. They take the blood out of you, and then it goes into this machine, and it mixes the platelets out, and then they put the blood back into you. I like doing platelets a lot better because you don't leave feeling kind of like bleh when you get blood taken out of you, because they put the blood back in for platelets. So, and then your body, if you're really, you have to be healthy. So when you're healthy, your body can make all those platelets up again, and you can go donate 8 days later. Okay, and last but not least, there's being a bone marrow donor. According to the Be the Match Foundation, 10,000 people a year apply for bone marrow transplants, but only 5,000 actually receive transplants, and that's half of the people that applied for it. The reason for that being is because there's more factors into being a match for bone marrow than there is for blood. So it's really hard to find a match. And they also said on the website that 70% of people don't have a match in their family. So that's why it's really important for lots of other people to be on the registry so that hopefully people can find matches. So Haley Butcher was actually able to find a match through the Be the Match Foundation, and she got her transplant back in July, but her body it was taking a while to accept it, and she ended up being in the hospital with a lung infection, and so she was trying to recover from that. So that's why she was. They also needed platelets and blood to help her while her body was still accepting the new bone marrow. So here is a few steps on how you can start by giving blood. And so first of all, for blood and platelets, you can go on the Red Cross website and make an appointment. You can also, there's lots of different sites for in different cities, so you can find one close to you and read the reviews on it and make sure they give good cookies and coupons and things. Sometimes you can get tickets to Galaxy Beans or $5 off Wahoo's tacos or something like that. And for bone marrow, you have to go to the marrow.org website. That's the Be the Match Foundation. And you fill out the long paperwork. You should probably set aside like an hour to do the paperwork because it's a lot of questions. There's a lot of things you have to answer. And then they will actually send you a little test, like a DNA test. So you swab your mouth and then you send it back, so they'll be able to put you on the website. And so I want to end with a quote here. This is from the American Red Cross. They said, "The American Red Cross helps people in emergencies every day. Our vital work is made possible by people like you who lend a helping hand." Or, as I like to say, a helping vein. Thank you.
6 minutes.
I got a question for Kelsey.
Yes?
Is bone marrow like liquid, or is it like, what is it?
I think it is. I should have researched that more. Yeah.
Jelly?
It's kind of. Oh, it's like yeah.
Paste?
It's like.
Plasma?
No, it's kind of like squishy. I think. I don't know.
All right.
Inside of your bone.
Jared, what did you think?
I really like the personal story at the beginning. I like that you brought it back later too. I liked your gestures, your eye contact, your tone, and I thought you explained the platelets really well and the bone marrow, minus that question. But and like the different blood types, even though that's more common. A lot of people don't know about platelets and stuff. A lot of people don't know about like that they can donate bone marrow and stuff. And I thought you did a pretty good job on the information, not just telling people like go do it, but how you can go about doing it.
All right, I think you hit all the basics in the speech. I think that some of them need to be developed a little bit more. You kind of rushed through the whole donation process, and I think that you need to build up a little bit more the need argument here. I do like the cereal example that you keep coming back to, but it sounded a little bit like this girl needed everything that was going on, and she needed this, and then she needed this, and then she's back in the hospital for this. I'm going, oh my gosh, this poor woman, she's having all these troubles. And so it's a good example that you come to and you use, but I think you could develop a little bit more on each of those points on the need arguments because it felt thin. You did a nice job citing the sources when you presented the sources. I thought that was fine. The bone marrow argument, I don't know that I need to know what bone marrow consists of, whether it's jelly or paste or liquidy. But I think we could use a little bit more information about why it's important and how it makes a difference in somebody's life. It's not that people are running out of bone marrow per se. It's not like they've got a drain somewhere and they're short of bone marrow, but they need a transplant because of a variety of diseases, and that'll help arrest the disease. I think you could explain that a little bit more. Presentation-wise, I think you were very solid. Your voice is good. You have very good eye contact. You're looking at the cards occasionally, but sometimes it looked to me like you're looking at the cards not because you needed the information, just because you had them in your hand. For the most part, you knew what you were talking about, but you said, well, let me check and see if there's something else there that I ought to be saying. But you didn't really seem like you were that dependent on it. It just was one of those habits. It's in my hand, so let me look at it. You do look a little, your anxiety comes out a little bit in your feet. You're crossing your ankles and your legs a little bit, and that makes you look a little awkward while you're standing there. All right. Thank you.